Hey, what's up, guys? It's Travis from PunchdrunkCritics.com and, of course, Cinema Royale Podcast. And I've been gone the last few days out of town in Chicago, so I'm only getting around to getting a chance to talk about Moana right now. And I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked at how much people seem to hate Disney's latest live action remake. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't go into this expecting to like it at all. I'm not a big fan of Disney's live action movies, really, for the most part. They're okay, but you kind of it's hard to not feel like, well, what's the point in a lot of these cases? And I've felt that way for a long time, but it's only been recently that I've kind of stopped looking at them that way. Like I really liked DreamWorks' recent How to Train Your Dragon remake, and I kind of feel like Moana falls into the same category. So Moana is, a reimagining of the 2016 movie that was a big hit for Disney. Dwayne Johnson is back as Maui, and yeah, and I really like Catherine Laga'aia who plays Moana in this. I think she's really, really good. And the thing that I think that people are having a hard time grappling with is that they don't really change very much. It's basically just a straight version, a straight retelling of the animated movie. Moana needs to travel with the demigod Maui to recapture to find the heart of Tafiti and restore it to her so they can restore the world. And it's the same story. And I honestly don't have that big of a problem with them telling the same story because the Moana story is so good. It's full of so much heart and adventure. And I love the emphasis on the Polynesian culture. And I think they actually spend more time with the Polynesian culture in the live action movie than they did with the animated movie. We spend more time with their family and on the island. And I think if anything, that's the thing that I'm going to take away from this one is that they're able to do that. Like I really appreciate Rena Owen, who played Grandma Tala. I think she's great in this, and the scenes she shares with Moana are fantastic. I mean, they're really, really good. And the way they go back and explore their heritage and the ancestry, and the way Moana learns about wayfaring and all that kind of stuff. I think that stuff really works. But a lot of the critics, my colleagues, they have the movie down to 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is really, really, I think it's too low. Let's put it that way. It's too low. It's like lower than Dumbo. I think that's worse than Dumbo, and Dumbo's bad. Dumbo stinks, but Moana doesn't stink. The story is still great. The story that was so good in 2016 is, yes, it's unchanged in this, but it's so strong that it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. And I think the mistake comes in people expecting that every reimagining, every remake has to bring some new perspective, some new angle to the table. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate it when they do manage to do that. Um, but I don't feel like it's necessary. I don't. If anything, I would say they made this movie too soon. Like, it's only been 9 years, 10 years. It's only been 10 years. So why do it so soon? You just had Moana 2, the animated movie, come out like 2 years ago. So why do you need to do this live action movie now? They should have waited a little bit longer before doing this movie. Maybe they did it because Dwayne Johnson would have aged out of the role of Maui. He still kind of seems too old to play Maui. If I'm honest, I would have had somebody else fill that role. And it make give me don't get me wrong. Did they do something with his body to make him look like he's actually Maui shaped? He didn't look like that didn't look like Dwayne Johnson's body. It looked like he used AI to make him like look more like a refrigerator icebox than he normally does. Dwayne Johnson's a big dude, but he ain't like short and blocky the way he looks in this movie. But he look Johnson. I think Maui is the role he's always been born to play. He was great in the doing the voice role. He's still really good in the live action performance. He's got the physicality. He's such a natural performer, a natural showman. That he's great for this role, and his performance of "You're Welcome" is just it's such a highlight for me. Um, so much about this movie works. I mean, it's absolutely stunning to look at. I think it actually looks better in live action in some scenes. The ocean is gorgeous. I think the way they did Tamatoa the crab looks fantastic too, which you made Clement coming back. to voice that character. You know, Disney is never going to get, you know, credit when they make one of these one of these movies that's actually really good. I don't think they're going to really ever get credit for it. And I was reluctant to give this movie any credit. I certainly didn't go into it expecting it to be any good. Um, but I think it's one of the best live action reimaginings that they've ever done. Looking at it critically, yeah, critics have it at 34%, but audiences have it at 90. So audiences love it. And I think it's because of what I've been saying. The story that you loved 10 years ago is just as strong now, if not stronger in some ways. And I will not be surprised if they go ahead and do a live action remake of Moana 2 very, very soon. The problem there is that Moana 2's story sucks. So it might not work out quite the same way. But this one, for me, Disney knocked it out of the park with Moana. And I may be in the minority in that, but I don't give a shit. You know me, I don't really care. Um, I don't care what my other critics think. I think they did a great job on this, and Disney deserves props for it. It doesn't seem to be doing fantastic at the box office, but we'll see how it does over the long haul. It's a lot of family-friendly stuff out there right now. Toy Story 5 and such and so forth. So anyway, I ended up giving Moana a 4 out of 5. I'm glad that audiences seem to be digging it, even if my fellow critics are not. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning into this. You can find me every day at punchdrunkcritics.com and, of course, the Cinema Royale podcast. If you're here in DC, you can find me on 7 News DC at 12:45 every single Friday on Channel 7. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.